Yes, we gotta be extra. High, low to the side and back. Welcome to Bubbly Toki. I am your host, Tokika Uzuru, also known as Toki. That is Loki, but with a T, Toki. And today I got a guest today.
Hey yo.
I said today twice. I'm confused.
You did say today
This
twice.
video might end up being put up a bit later than I usually do because I ended up having to film it the Monday before instead of filming it on Thursday because, of course, as you would probably guess, Thursday was Thanksgiving. And although I could have filmed it because we were still home most of the time, I was not feeling well at all. I don't like it when I'm sick.
She wasn't feeling good. She was asleep most of the day. Unless we had to get up.
So yeah, first of all, guest, introduce yourself.
Hi, it's Alice Amelia Webster.
From Alice Webster's Thought Corner, or what I ended up thinking about, Alice's thoughts and things.
I'm gonna change the channel's name to Just Alice.
Just Alice.
Just Alice.
Like just Monica.
I'm gonna download the game off of Steam.
No! Yuri! That's not what we are here for, actually.
It's that and what was the other game? Yandere Simulator.
That's free.
It's free?
It's free?
I don't know.
Right. I don't have tea today. I don't have tea today.
She drank her tea earlier.
It's upstairs, actually. But I do have this water right here. This lovely, lovely water in a sippy cup because I am child.
Either that or just because she really likes Melanie Martinez.
I am child.
But still stains when the sheets are... Oh, copyright.
Copyright. You can't do that. I've gone this far without a copyright strike.
Yep, and so have I.
But today, no, we decided, seeing as though it's around the end of the year where you end up having to deal with the most family time, I thought it would be a good idea to talk about some of our experiences together. Because we are definitely related. Don't let the makeup fool you.
Her face is my face, and my face is apparently her face. I'm the older sister, by the way. Yet everybody seems to think that one's the older sister.
I mean, the way our makeup is done actually shows a lot, to be honest.
How so?
You like to go ahead and be like simple. I like dramatic.
That's because my face doesn't do dramatic very well.
I might end up actually taking a picture of my makeup so I can go ahead and just post it on Instagram, to be honest.
I already did that. I haven't posted it yet, but I'm going to. Anyway, story time.
So we're going to go ahead and go from the beginning to wherever I feel we need to go ahead and stop at. And maybe we'll end up doing a part 2 because I also don't have an idea for next week's video. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this out. I actually was not. My brain is all over the place, for one. 2, after having to do that big project that I ended up doing. Did you watch that video, by the way?
Not yet.
Aw.
It's on my to-watch list. I told you I was behind in my YouTube videos. Yes, I'm subscribed to my sister's channel.
And I am subscribed to her. And in fact, she is the reason why I am doing it right now. Because I was like, I wanted to go ahead and do it a long time ago. In fact, I've tried several different times. But I never really knew what I wanted to do.
Plus, I work. I do have a job.
Until now. Right. Something else I didn't go ahead and talk about because it was literally like I took the braids out, as you can plainly see.
Look how beautiful her hair
And
is.
now my hair was straightened. straightened, flat
Straightened,
ironed,
straightened with the curl at the end.
and left in a ponytail for most of the time because I don't like hair in my mouth.
Who does? Except for people who like to eat hair.
Right, there are people that actually do like to eat hair. We're getting off topic though. So the daycare that I'm specifically talking about is actually in our area right now.
Should we say the name of the daycare?
No, we cannot because we don't want to end up getting sued. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to say our first daycare.
I would rather you say daycare center, because...
Our first daycare center.
No, just say daycare center, because that's not our first daycare center.
Oh. I thought it was.
No, it's just the first one that we can remember going to on a consistent basis, or the first one you can remember, because like we've been to many different babysitters' houses.
Yeah, but that was babysitters.
I know, but also before that, there was a time where I went to Bright Horizons, not Bright Horizons, New Horizons.
Living in a household with only one consistent parent, you end up having to go to either babysitters or daycare centers.
Especially if that one consistent parent has to work all the time.
Because the other one just doesn't want to go ahead and deal with us. You know what? I honestly don't blame them. I don't want to deal with me half the time.
Same.
C'est la vie. But no, this is practically the daycare from heck. And surprisingly, it ended up actually closing down, I think, a few months and or years after we left.
Oh, so it is closed.
It was. Yeah.
Don't mind me, I'm sketching.
So we're first going to go ahead and talk about our first day, or at least as much as we can remember from our first day, which I can remember being pretty hectic.
I didn't want to be there at all because I don't like new things. I don't like new places. I don't like new people. Does not explain how I even have friends. The ones that actually stood by me through all these years. I love them so much. And it definitely does not explain how I ended up with a fiance, so.
The light hits you better.
Could be because I'm sitting directly in front of it. I just glow in front of the camera. It's like, let me stop lying. I got smile lines. Oh, Jesus. I'm getting old. 22 and getting old. Well, I'll be 23 next. Oh, Jesus, I'm getting old.
But yeah. First day was definitely pretty hectic. We had a really good driver though.
Mr.
No,
Mr.
we can't.
Oh, jeez. Right. I doubt he'd ever see this, but he was a very good...
Colors. We'll call him Colors.
Mr. Colors?
Colors. We'll call him Colors.
His name was a color, though.
It definitely was. He was one of the best van drivers. I'm sad he ended up leaving like a week after we got there.
Like, why? Why do all the good people leave me?
And then the person that they got to replace him, I'm surprised he even has a license.
I've gotten into a fender bender in that van with him.
But that will end up being a story for another time. Probably. I keep on changing the way I'm supposed to be sitting.
Okay, it is just a curve.
Right. So if you can't see, you definitely actually can't see. She's been sketching while we're doing this video because she can't.
I have ADHD and I can't focus very well, so I got to do something with my hands in order to keep myself focused.
And I talk with my hands, so that's doing something. Okay.
Freaky cracking your knuckles. Anyway, moving on.
So yeah, there was that. There was the girl that just kept on getting on everyone's nerves.
Which one?
The one that was originally a preschooler when we got there.
She was just a brat child. I think she was an only child. I don't know if she still is.
She definitely was an only child. Parents that just didn't want to deal with her, apparently. And then, again, I don't blame them. Because neither did I. She ended up getting the frickin' Tinker toys taken away from the school-age side. By the way, this specific daycare center
has 3 different
had
sections.
4 different sections.
There's the...
It was a small building, but they had 4 different sections. One for the infants,
toddlers, preschool, school age. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So it's quadrants.
Quadrants. Let me stop.
Before she ends up just not being on my channel anymore.
Shut up. You know you love me.
This is why you're here now, and I haven't just said leave.
Ooh, you're so warm.
I'm a human incubator. What do you expect? Anyway, we're getting off topic. This daycare center was probably one of the crappiest that we have been in.
Not to say we didn't have some good memories there.
I'm not saying that. Again, we did have field trips during the summer. We did have the Secret Santas.
I didn't like the Secret Santa. They gave my gift to somebody else. The gift that was supposed to be for one person that I picked out for that one person, they gave it to somebody else. So I was petty and took it.
I ended up losing a library book. So when you go to like the school library, you end up having to go ahead and take out a library book. I ended up either losing a school library book or someone took it.
I'm going to say someone took it because people was taking stuff there too.
Because I know I ended up leaving it on the table that was right next to the door that we usually would enter in.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you, I could not take out a book until I ended up going over to like DC public schools. And even then, I was afraid that they would end up having to go ahead and deal with that.
Luckily, DC public schools has nothing to do with PG public schools.
It was very difficult.
For some reason, my underlip is not getting the way that I want it to be. I used to do this all the time back there too, because
it was either drawing or reading something. And I ended up taking a book from there.
There was somebody who took Chicka Chicka Boom Boom.
Yeah, for them reading it that much to the kids. One of the things I do want to go ahead and point out, though, because it's a memory that ended up being brought up earlier, was the fact that most of the movies that they had the school-age kids watch
were inappropriate for our ages in general. AKA, Exhibit A. Example number 1, the movie Bring It On.
I think it was the first one.
It was the first one. I was the oldest child on the school age side. Everybody else was younger than me, way younger than me for that matter. I hadn't even gotten into middle school yet. I was only in 6th grade.
So, mind you, I could understand if it's like, oh yeah, sure, you guys are not really supposed to be watching this, but because of the fact that you're very mature. No, they weren't even that.
Most of those children that was on the school age side were, 4th grade and younger?
Yeah.
4th grade and lower.
I got an itch.
Her nose is itchy.
It wasn't my nose. It was my cheek right here.
Oh. My underlip is not coming out the way I wanted it to. And it's kind of making me a little upset.
There is the Play-Doh that kept on disappearing.
There was the fact that there was these two girls. I want to say their names so bad, but for her channel's sake, I won't. But they know who they are. They stole my stuff and tried to pass it off like, oh, their mother bought them this and they got it from their school book fair, when I know for a fact, because I am the creepiest person on the planet and know a lot of information and have a lot of different contacts with people, so I can keep track of what's going on in other schools, that their school was not having no book fair. So how the heck you end up with my stuff that just so happened to have gone missing out my backpack?
So yeah, there was a lot of people stealing stuff.
They lucky I didn't go ahead and actually do what I wanted to do. But you know what? That's okay. Because I got them back anyway.
They always wanted to go ahead and show off, by the way. That irritated me to no end.
Oh, my eyebrow.
But it's not even just there's how crappy the facility was, the little bit of maintenance that they did do that didn't seem like it actually helped. Whenever it rained like really hard or at all, there would end up being leaks from the ceiling.
What you think of this eyebrow?
It's a decent eyebrow.
I don't like
So
this
you end up
right
having
here.
to dodge buckets.
There we go.
And then the fact that most of the toys that would be on the school age side
We're taken and brought over to the preschool side.
were either taken and brought over to the preschool side, or taken just to go ahead and bring it over to the other facility.
There were two locations, one in Bladensburg and the one close to us. I almost said the name of the street.
This is why I have to go ahead and set the bar for you.
I should sit back so.
I actually just straightened out my back, to be honest. Now you hunching.
Actually, no, I was cracking my back a little. Yeah, gotta get that crack on. Don't do drugs.
Do not do drugs.
I don't
No
do
drugs.
The only drugs I take are the ones that are prescribed to me.
And then you know what, just don't do drugs unless they're prescriptions. And you get it from an actual doctor.
Also, take them the way that you're told to take them. Don't just be taking
Take
them
them as prescribed.
Why does my face look so pouty?
My face is actually very expressive if I let it be.
I like your face. Oh, I like your face.
I like my face too, especially when I decide to go ahead and do something with it. I actually like this. This is real nice. This is why I keep on wearing black lipstick. Nah.
Filming in process.
As you can plainly see from one, the fact that I had to go ahead and turn on the light, and two, there's brother. I didn't actually. It's like late in the It's like late in the afternoon that I had to go ahead and film this video. That's
Partially my fault because I had to go ahead and put in more job applications. You know, try to get a full-time position instead of just a part-time or seasonal position.
And she was doing stuff, and well, I wanted to go ahead and try to wait for her, but I also wanted to get this done because I knew I had to go ahead and rush. What else? What else ended up happening
Later.
at the daycare? You know what? No, I'm gonna end up having to go ahead and talk about this because it's just gonna end up breaking my brain. I'm gonna go ahead and admit that I would never be classified as a goody two shoes. Yes, I rarely ever broke the rules unless one, I was bored, or two, I had to just to go ahead and save my life. This was one of those times where I was actually bored, and probably the reason on why they should make sure that they have all of the kids in eyesight with scissors.
Did you really cut somebody's hair?
Yes.
Whose hair did you cut?
Can't say on camera.
You don't have your phone right beside you where you can just like type it so I can see?
I don't want to go ahead and talk about it on camera.
Okay. I'm curious.
I do have to go ahead and say we were friends afterwards because I did apologize. But I only apologized because I was trying to be nice. It's not that I was sorry that I did it, it's sorry that it had to be her. But also, they should go ahead and have a better eye on me.
Ooh, let's talk about how I was the ringleader of a whole army of children.
Right. Until they decided to go ahead and take her to the other location.
They only did that because they knew that I had control over all the kids and they didn't.
And I ended up gaining control.
That's because she was my second in command. I gain control wherever I go. Why? Because I don't feel like having to deal with anarchy. Let's put it that way.
Chaos! Right. I may or may not be writing a script that I will end up implementing in my videos. I know, right? An actual script. This girl is gonna go by a script. Sort of.
Hopefully that script don't involve me. I don't like scripts.
Yeah, that's why I don't write them for my videos. I have a specific outline if I have like a list of things that I want to go ahead and talk about.
My
But
nose is itchy.
as for an actual script, no, I rarely ever have one. In fact, most of the time I end up having to do these videos like once or twice. Maybe 3 times because I don't have a script. I had to burp.
Ew.
But yeah, this is going to be one of those things that I talk about. I had to burp again, and excuse me. When she ended up having to be sent to the other location, this daycare teacher, this specific one, that irritates me to no ends. There was a noise outside.
I think it was that thing that's circular that, rolling a little bit in the wind.
Okay, I'm glad she was paying attention to something. Because this hair wall is like, nah, you're not seeing that side.
I pay attention to everything.
But no, this one daycare teacher, which I will actually end up talking about in another video because she needs another video.
Is it the one that we went to her house?
Mm-hmm. The one decided to go ahead and mess up my hair. Or mix up what we wanted with our hair when she went to go cornrow it. Irritating me to no end. But she wanted us to go ahead and play freeze dance. I didn't dance at that time.
I just didn't want to play.
I did not want to play. She wasn't there, so she couldn't go ahead and be like, yeah, no. So we basically ended up getting into an argument because she's trying to tell me that I had to, and I'm sitting here like, no, I don't. So I end up getting in trouble because I said I'm not going to. They go ahead and tell our mom. Our mom ends up finding out exactly what happened. I'm not in trouble with my mom because I said that I didn't want to go ahead and play a game.
they made it seem like she just outright refused to listen to an adult. No, she refused to go ahead and play a game that an adult was telling her she had to play.
Like, I was just going to end up sitting down and reading a book or something.
Because we do books.
But no. She wanted to go ahead and try to make it seem like I didn't want to listen. And I just didn't want to play. Needless to say, after that, I was already a bit iffy with her because she's like a bit lax with with a lot of the rules.
She'll be lax with rules one moment and then want to be uptight when things aren't going her way.
And then her friend, oh my gosh. There was this other daycare lady who ended up replacing the one that we end up seeing first thing in the morning.
They moved her to the other center.
Like they do with all of the good
They moved all the good daycare teachers that I liked to the other center.
Yeah. But she also apparently had a problem with all of us. Me, because I wasn't taking her crap. I'm gonna go ahead and put it that way. You know what? Do I ever say crap on my YouTube channel? Do I ever say crap on my channel?
Occasionally.
I'm just gonna end up saying it right now because I was about to go ahead and say something else, but again,
up in the shiznick.
I don't really like. It's not that I don't like cursing.
She doesn't swear on her channel.
It's best for me not to.
She's more family friendly content than I am. Me, I do whatever, say whatever.
I just have it like this. Sure, I'm still me because I rarely ever curse.
We don't curse. My dad's a nurse.
Nah, he's a deadbeat. The bluntness has spoken.
You know, I could be drawing pupils right now.
But yeah, I don't curse on my channel because I don't really like cursing in actual like real life. But also, our family can watch this. Specifically, one of our uncles, he can actually see when I post these videos.
He subscribed?
I think so.
Hi, Uncle.
If you can see this, hi, I can see you.
I just don't care. I'm 22. If I say what I want on my channel, at least I'm not saying it to another adult that I respect, I should say.
But there's also that whole thing of I want to be able to monetize my videos later on. If I can.
I don't care about that. I ain't gonna blow up on YouTube at all. So, better off for me to go ahead and just do what I want rather than try to focus on something that ain't gonna really happen.
Or I want to go ahead and be able to play this around anyone without it being such an issue of language.
The things I talk about on my channel are kind of more for like teenagers and up because it deals with problems that children will never go. Well, I shouldn't say
should not go through.
Should not be going through at the young age that they are. So maybe like 15 and up.
But it's not even like this is a channel that's it's not like this is a channel that's I'm not targeting kids. I'm just putting information out that everyone can go ahead and use at some point. Like when I did the vocal minority and First Amendment video.
I wanna be a minority.
And that is exactly when I end up getting copyrighted. But then again, it's Green Day, so I'm not even sure.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It just came out.
I mean, it's not gonna end up earning money anyway. So I think we should be good.
We don't do that. We don't own that song. It's owned by Green Day, I think.
It is. It is owned by Green Day.
Okay, just making sure they didn't pull that type of BS where they sold their music to somebody else.
Nope. Billy Joe Armstrong would never.
Thank God.
He would never.
Thank the goddess.
But I will go ahead and say though, there are definitely some good things that we ended up having at that daycare. They were just few and flung between all of the crap that we had to go through. I say crap again. Oh my goodness. Where am I?
I learned how to swim by teaching myself.
She learned how to swim. I just did not. I almost ended up losing my glasses because I decided to go down a water slide that went into a deep pool.
This girl's not the brightest bulb. But your tail can't swim. Yes,
We went to the skating rink. We went to the skating rink.
I learned how to roller skate.
She learned how to roller skate. I could not and kept on falling. I am actually surprised that I can play guitar because apparently I am not coordinated.
Ooh, you're so warm. No.
But there's that. There's the several times we were. There's the several times we went to the public library. My hair's making it emo again.
And we're the only ones with actual library cards checking out books.
Move. Next time I'm about to go ahead and frickin' pin you.
Up. Oh. I almost started singing again.
If you couldn't tell, we both listen. I am a mess today. Do not do it.
What did I do? What did I do? What I did was do what you was doing just silently. Pretty much. I swear I'm the older one. I'm 22. She's 20.
Yes. Although I question it a lot.
I do too. Especially since though nobody thinks that I'm the oldest.
Everyone that I ended up, everyone at Ma's job kept on saying that I looked 18 though. And I'm like, did I just not, do you like stop aging? Did I stop aging?
Everybody still keeps assuming that I'm 15 or 16.
Stop
Literally,
aging?
I met a stranger at my job, and I called them a stranger because I never really seen them before. They work in the warehouse.
He was doing
And guess what?
no thing again.
He tried to hit on me. But guess what? This man right there, thought I was like 15 or 16. What? Like what? You try to hit on me.
This went
it's
from
the
a
middle.
video of us talking about the daycare to us just talking in general.
I'm sorry.
People do say that our conversations are very interesting.
They're very erratic too.
Most of the time, so it's like we're on a topic and then we'll go ahead and stray from that topic and then we'll go back to the topic and then we'll stray again. And this is the reason why I have to go ahead and keep an outline or a basic knowledge of where we are supposed to be in said conversation.
But no, for real though. It's like, one, it was a weekday, so it was a school day. And kids were in school. And it's the middle of the day when children are still in school, including teenagers. So one, if I was 15, 16, shouldn't I be in school? And two, there's labor laws against me working there. So it's like, I don't know why.
This is angering me to know. And you're getting pinned. No. Now it looks weird.
Hold up, no you didn't, but
We're just there.
I need to learn to keep my mouth shut.
What's one last thing? What's one last thing? Like one last small story we want to go ahead and tell about what happened what happened at the daycare. Just one last one. One for the ending.
How the owner's daughter's children liked me more than they liked their own mother.
Anytime we had to go on a field trip, we always ended up having to go to the other location.
And it was always after nap time. Like what?
And basically, I'm putting it out into the world right now. That other location sucked. As in the kids. The kids that we had, the school age kids that we had to go ahead and deal with over there.
Their attitudes were terrible.
I could have literally ended up in a fight with one of them, to be honest.
I could have ended up in a fight with more than one of them. Mostly because I was extremely aggressive towards people. I have a problem.
I'm just extremely aggressive towards those of the masculine persuasion.
Not to mention that, yeah, they were mostly males.
I can honestly say I'm still very aggressive towards guys. That's kind of because it's like one of those, look, don't mess with me, I'm not the one type.
Like you messing with my hair.
So do I, but it's because it likes to go ahead and get into my face.
I keep messing with mine because it's curly.
This is going to be a really long video. I can feel it. Anything. But yeah, we would end up having to go over there, and I just didn't like being over there because everything felt so wrong. And then they ended up finding a freaking possum the size of Garfield and wanted to goddamn.
Not they, me, and my favorite daycare teacher out of all of them. That they put over there.
Found a possum that was the size of Garfield and wanted to trash bins that was outside, and I'm like, that's no.
I was over there before they took me to school.
There was like only maybe one or two kids for the school ages that I was actually able to get. That I was actually
it was the girl and then that boy that was had polio. I think that's what it is, where they have to walk with the walker and stuff on their legs. He was nice.
Yeah, but I was just saying that I was actually able to get along with.
I thought you were able to get along with him.
I'm not even sure anymore.
I know that girl we both got along with, though.
Mm-hmm.
She was nice.
She was real nice. The thing is, she wasn't there for long either.
Oh, he got the fadoodle cakes.
She left. She upped and ran. She like disappeared. She Houdini'd. So that's gonna be like all of the stories and tangents that we went on.
See, now I want to draw a mouth with the tongue hanging out.
Oh God, no.
Ooh, you're so warm. My nose is itchy.
So I think we're gonna go ahead and just keep it stopped right there. And I gotta go ahead and do the outro. So, frickin' face. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what to go ahead and do. If you haven't been on here long enough, hi, hello, welcome to YouTube, where we go ahead and do outro cards like this.
Where I'm taller than the frame.
Where we go ahead and tell you to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. I'm not telling you to do so. I'm just saying you're free to do so. What's gonna end up being the question of this video? If you have any type of funny babysitter stories or funny daycare facility stories, go ahead and comment them in, put them in the comments below. Maybe I'll actually be a bit more ready to do a video about this and have specific stories that I want to go ahead and point to next time. She might end up being on the channel a lot more often. It depends on when I want to go ahead and
I like
film.
my shirt because it's sparkly. Look at all these fake gems.
And anything else that I got to go ahead and no, not
Okay, it says Washington D.C.
I am working on figuring out which song I want to go ahead and put out next. I gotta actually go through my lyric book because, of course, I did write them down. Question. I did write them down in the book.
I want to hang upside down.
But I just gotta choose which one, and I also have to choose the ones that have a guitar melody instead of a piano melody because I don't have a keyboard that I can go ahead and use or bring down here with me right now as of yet.
I'm sitting in a divot.
She divoted.
Tip down low. No, for real though, my face looks pouty. And it also looks rounded than usual. Did I gain more weight in my face?
I might end up wanting to go ahead and do like some sort of Joker look later.
I'll be a Harley Quinn.
Ooh, can we do that for like another convention?
Yeah.
I'm so for it.
I am too dull face.
Right, we're doing the end card. I forgot.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. But
I'll
only if you want
see
to.
if I can. What's it called? This way. I will be over here. I learned that from last time. The art cards will be over here. I'll go ahead and try if I can to link to her channel in the iCards right here. I learned. I saw it from the last time I did this. I tried to do something like this. I saw that I was pointing that away, and I got angry about it when I saw that I was pointing the wrong way.
But you gotta understand, when you're using the face cam instead of just using a camera facing toward the back cam facing towards you, you don't know that it's not on this side like it is if you look at an actual YouTube video on your phone. It's actually on the opposite side. Hey, I'm in her face. Let me stop.
And I couldn't just reshoot the video because...
Too late.
Ah.
Either that or too lazy.
Both.
So want to do a video for my channel next?
Sure, I still got makeup on my face.
I got makeup on my face.
I really like it though.
In my ears. Piercings in my ears. I gotta get this one up here re-pierced though. I think it's finally fully healed after my accident with it. Chipmunk.
That's gonna be a different video, to be honest. And I will see you later. I'm not sure if she will see you later. I'm probably gonna end up having to do another video later on this week.
If I'm not napping, I'll see y'all later. Or working. Napping, working.
She goes between the two.
Or a job interview. I did just apply to 3 jobs today?
There's that too. Again, I'm not sure if she's going to end up seeing you guys later, but I know I definitely will because this is my channel and I have to keep up with it. So, like, share, comment, subscribe. We've already went through that. The question of the day. The question of the day. If you drink soda, because I know there's people that don't, what's your favorite soda? Soft drink.
And if you don't drink soda, what do you drink?
Water. What would be your favorite beverage?
For what time of day? Breakfast, lunch, snack, or dinner?
Just in general, like of all time. What's your favorite beverage? I can't.
I
Speak.
prefer Starbucks.
Me too, but that's not the that's the issue. That's my issue. Me personally, I'm gonna go ahead and answer the question here. I like tea. I will always be drinking tea at some point. If it's not tea, then it's water. I rarely ever drink soda.
I'm trying to figure out which one should I start with. There's the Diet Coke. There's the regular Coke. There's the root beer. And tea. And coffee. And the acid reflux.
And that's about it. So we're gonna go ahead and do. I don't know if you know what my outro would be. Ends up. So it's. We will see you in the next video. Toki and Alice today. Out.